Okay, here's my sheet. This is David Bowers. There's my sheet. And now I'm shooting my video of the 2009 Caliber. This is one of my favorite cars. It's a hybrid vehicle in between, let's say, a compact car and an SUV. It's got four-wheel ABS brakes. It's got AM/FM CD and an iPod input. It's got cloth low back bucket seats. Yes, essential seats on it. It has a rear view day-night mirror and advanced multi-stage airbags. Now when we get around to the back here, you see these Euro-inspired tail lights. They're very nice. They make it easy to be seen when you're coming around. It's got a 60-40 split rear bench seat so that you can fold down 60% of it or 40% of it and still carry people in it. It's got side curtain airbags. It's got a chill zone in the front on the that allows you to put beverages in 12-ounce cans and actually keep them cold as you move through the day. It's got a 5-mile-an-hour bumper in the rear, and it's got the easy loading floor here that opens up for an easy loading spare tire, which makes for easy changing if you ever get stuck in that situation. It also has a, for safety's sake, we'll talk a little bit about some of the things else that it has. It's got the dark tint, deep tint safety glass in the rear and on the sides. And on every one of them standard comes the rear defogger and washer wiper that allows you to wash and wipe the vehicle's rear window. It has a polyethylene fuel cell that holds 13.6 gallons, and which means it has good range. And again, I'm looking at these Yes Essential seats. It's got power windows. It's got power locks. And as part of the safety that's important, I want you to see this the ribs up there in the ceiling and the ribs down on the floor. And then we'll talk about the dynamic side impact protection. It's got carbon steel bars in the door. It's got a reinforced A, B, and C pillars. And that way it keeps any side impact from impinging on the people who are inside the vehicle. What happens is it deflects anything that's coming into the vehicle. It deflects it upward, downward, forward, and backward. Now it's got, again, the power locks as we talked about. It's got power windows with auto down for the driver. It's got the nice white face gauges, which are really neat. And when they're illuminated at night, they kind of have a nice little blue-white cast to them, which makes them seem like a race car. It's got the seat raiser and lowerer. I don't know what else to call that. A seat adjustment. It raises the seat and lowers the seat without having to buy a power seat. And it allows you to get in the right position. It also has a tilt steering wheel and cruise control, so that makes it easy for you when you're on the highway. Now if you notice the seals on the doors, they're very nice. The door itself has a seal and the inside has a seal, so you got double seals on this. Now on some of them they have triple seals, and this one has double seals, which is again nice safety. Mileage is 27 miles per gallon on the highway, 23 miles per gallon in the city, and that's quite impressive. It's got safety glass all around, and that safety glass breaks out rather than breaking in. And on the windshield, it's actually sandwiched, and that sandwich holds the glass together, so you are never in a position where you have the glass coming inside the vehicle. It breaks into little tiny shards, but they all stay there right in the windshield casing. This has a 1.8 liter standard engine. It also has a 2.0 liter and a 2.4 liter engine available. Everything in yellow are things that you can change. The cap in yellow with yellow writing, and then the actual handles and caps that are yellow are things that you would change as a consumer. Headlights have a Lexan plastic cover. Lexan is a cousin to Kevlar, which is the bulletproof vest material. And if you look at this vehicle from the front, you notice it's got that patented Chrysler crosshair design for a bold, aggressive look with the wheels pushed out to the side, the front wheels and the rear wheels pushed out to the side. So it's got a nice wide and firm stance. Warranty-wise, it's got a 3-year, 36,000 mile warranty wraparound, and that covers almost everything in the vehicle. The only thing it doesn't cover is wear items like wiper blades, hoses, belts, brake shoes. Not brakes themselves, but brake shoes. It's got a 3-year, 36,000 mile towing assistance warranty, and the way that works is not like AAA, but they will tow you to the nearest Chrysler location if you should break down. It has, again, the anti-lock brakes in front. It's got discs, and in the rear, it's got drums, except for the SXT, which has discs all the way around. Plenty of storage in this baby, too. Top storage there, and in this storage right here, it's got a chill zone where you can put 4 12-ounce beverages and keep them cool. It's got Sirius satellite radio, it's got AM, FM, and it's also got a CD player and an input for your iPod right there. Easy to use controls and a nice brushed aluminum bezel on your instrument panel and on your PRNDL, that is your drive selection bezels. It also has storage in the armrest, and the armrest flips up to allow you to put your cell phone in there and operate it hands-free. Or again, you can open up and look inside. We've got a nice storage, and we also have a 115 volt connector there that allows you to actually use this for items that you would bring from home. You can actually plug them in directly. Now, was this the size of vehicle that you were thinking about? Well, I know it was. And it has 4 doors, which allows you to not only fold the seats flat, but it also allows you to recline the rear seats so that when people are riding on longer rides, they don't have to worry about the fact that they have to sit straight up. You've got, again, the Yes Essential seats. You see the little logo there. That's odor resistant, stain resistant, and static resistant. You also have stub style seats, which means that your bottom sits lower than your knees, so that your seat belts, which have pre-tensioners, can pull you back into your seat prior to the airbag going off. And it's a 2nd generation airbag. That 2nd generation airbag operates in conjunction with occupant classification system. It weighs the driver and the passenger and knows to fire the airbag only proportionate to the deceleration that's involved in the wreck. So if you're going 35 miles an hour, it deploys with less velocity than it would at 55 or 60 miles per hour. We've got cup holders all around. You notice even inside here in the rear, it's got cup holders. It's also got stadium style seating, which means the rear seats are higher than the front seats. And because of that, the rear seat passengers have a nice unobstructed view of the road ahead. Now, is that something that you wanted? Great. If you notice the spoiler back here, that makes sure that it keeps the window clean if you're in snow, if you're in sleet. It allows the air to push any accumulated snow or sleet off and back down on the window so that the wiper can get rid of it. So, are you ready to take a ride? I think you are. Okay, great. Hop in, we'll adjust the seat, we'll adjust the steering wheel, and we'll set off on our demo drive. Thank you very much for looking at my new 2009 Caliber.